Welcome to WeLearn Virtual Learning Network. This is session number 5, Performance Management Planning. Topics which we are going to cover in this session are Introduction, Performance Management Planning, the planning process, Manager's responsibility in performance planning, Employee's responsibility in performance planning, drawing up the plan, evaluating the performance planning process. Coming towards the first topic, that is the introduction. In this session, we will discuss about the performance planning process in detail. Performance management helps people to get into action so that they achieve the planned and agreed result. It is a task and people related activity that focuses on what has to be done, how it is to be done, and what is to be achieved. But it is equally concerned with developing people, helping them to learn and provide them with the support they need to do well, both in the present and in the future. The framework for performance management is provided by the Performance and Development Plan, which is the outcome of performance planning. Performance management planning. Performance management planning is the process of creating and setting forth the strategic plan for managing the performance of employees in order to achieve organizational success. An understanding of how human capital can best be managed is essential for the success of an organization. In addition, having a performance management plan in place support the overall mission and objective of the company. Establishing a performance management plan often involves understanding the organization from the employee's perspective. Every employee has unique talent and capabilities, and hence the skills of each employee and each work team have to be utilized so that goals can be met more efficiently. It is also critical to identify the differences in needs that exist within employee group so that plans can be designed to meet those needs for the betterment of the entire organization and its ability to reach long-term goals. Another aspect of performance management planning is to develop a workforce training program to coach the existing employees who have potential for greater performance. As a result of this, work gets done more effectively, which increases company profitability. The better employees perform, the better the company can operate and grow. Designing assessment procedures is also a part of performance management planning. The success of work teams and departments can be ensured by having a clear set of objectives for which employee to achieve. Performance management plans have to be designed for each individual employee to ensure that they are performing up to standard during set time periods. The planning process. The performance plan is an agreement between the manager and the employee. So, what has to be done to achieve objective increases standards and improve performance. It also establishes priorities that are the key aspects of the job to which consideration has to be given. This could be described as a work plan. The basis upon which performance will be measured and the evidence that will be used to establish levels of competencies is grouped upon during the performance planning program. This diagram shows the basic input and output of performance planning process. That particular diagram shows that the input of the performance planning process is a discussion between manager and employee. The outcome of the performance planning process are an agreement on objective and standard of work plan, agreement on measures, and a personal plan. The personal development plan provides a learning action for which the employee are reasonable with the support of their manager and the organization as a whole. It may include formal training, but more importantly, it will integrate a wider set of development activities such as self managing, learning, coaching, mentoring, job risk surety, job risk schedule, job enlargement, and job enrichment. Next are the contents of performance agreement. Performance agreement defines the following aspects of performance expectation. First is the role requirements. These are defined as role profile in the form of the key result area of the role, setting out details of what the role holder is expected to accomplish. Objectives and standards of performance. Objective express something that has to be accomplished. Objectives or goals define what organizations, function, departments, and individuals are expected to achieve over a period of time. Knowledge, skills, and capabilities. These are definitions of skill and competencies that each role holder has to know what to be able to perform well and know how they are expected to behave in particular aspect of their role. Performance measures and indicators. The performance agreement also contains the description of measures jointly agreed upon by the manager and the employee to assess the extent to which objective and standard of performance has been achieved. There are 6 basic responsibilities on the managers. So let us analyze the responsibility of managers in performance planning. First one is, before the meeting, the manager has to re-examine the organization's mission statement or vision and values and team's goal. Understand the employee's job description. Think about the goals and objectives the person needs to achieve in some upcoming appraisal period. Recognize the important competencies that are expected from employees in performance the job. Determine what can be considered as fully successful performance in each area. During the meeting, the manager has to discuss and come to agreement with the employee on the most important competencies, key position responsibilities, and goals. Discuss and come to agreement on employees' development plan. A major part of job involved in effective performance planning helped before the actual meeting. Because the meeting begins, the manager and the employee should review the document and provide a clear venture of the company's mission statement and the corporate vision and value statements. At the conclusion of planning phase, the manager should be able to understand the employee's day-to-day responsibilities better, have a clear understanding of how carrying out those responsibilities contribute to the work unit. Be convinced that both the higher quality or higher authority and the employee have a shared understanding of the job and performance expectation. Just like the manager, the employee have 7 responsibilities which are again to classified into responsibilities before the meeting and responsibilities are after meeting. Before the meeting, the employee should go through the organization's mission, statement, and their department or team goal. Review their job description and determine their significant responsibilities. Discuss their roles and identify the most vital goals they should accomplish in the absence of in the upcoming appraisal period. Think about what they consider to be fully successful performance in each area. During the meeting, the employee has to confer and come to agreement with the manager on the important competencies of the job. Whereas prior to the meeting, the employee are expected to do the same kind of advice planning that the manager goes. Next is drawing up the plan. Drawing up the plan. Every organization has to pay attention to some task in order to grow and prosper. For example, the organization must institute a mission and organization philosophy, set up policies and procedures, set objectives and develop plans for carrying out these objectives. Establish measures of performance, create programs to enable people to achieve the organization's goal, inspire or motivate employee to performance and development plan. There are a number of theories on personal development, but all agree that it is a continuous process in which employees go through several phases of change. The performance and development plan can be used to build up a plan for personal growth and job responsibility. The performance and development plan can be used to build up a plan for personal growth and job improvement, to reinforce performance or improve a skill that does not meet to gain a few new skills, ability or understanding needed by the department, to operate the employee for any future plans they have for themselves. Every performance and development plan should help the employee to analyze the area of performance and that needs improvement. Understanding what will or competencies need to be developed in order to develop performance in any particular area. Identify training requirements to improve performance. Recognize the support the manager can give the importance to you. Discuss with the manager and agree upon development and training actions. Work plans. Another important aim of the performance management system is to make information related to performance readily available to the employee. The work plan is one way of providing this information and feedback. The people does this by encouraging discussion about specific tasks or projects, increasing job focus and performance expectation based on the and feedback on priorities agreed upon by the employee and the supervisor. Next are the evaluating the performance planning process. The outcome of period review meeting are used to prepare performance agreement and plan. These should compare actual performance with the agreed objective and standards and the outcome and effectiveness of provisionally agreed development and work plans. Based on these reviews, new agreements and plans can then be made. Review may be held often informally but at any time of the year, especially when new situations or requirements arise that result in previously agreed plan needing to be changed or prioritized even to be realized. The initial meeting during the launch of performance management concentrate on agreement of role definition, objective and standards. Some discussion may take place on the performance development plan, but this would be undertaken with care. Such plans should be based on the analysis of performance in relation to the previously agreed expectation. It is helpful to development agreement and plans for the progress, review and revision in the light of challenging. The performance agreement is expected to change or need to be changed during the year, but still it has no retain its value as a basic for setting direction, measuring process and establishing priorities. The evaluation of performance planning process is very essential in order to gauge the process of employee individually and the organization as a whole. Now in the last there are a few questions which are based on this session. First one is the outcome of dash are used to prepare performance agreement of the plan. The initial meeting during the launch of performance management objective concentrate on the agreement of the role definition, objective and standard. Is it true or false? And the last one is the performance management remains in the same throughout the year. Say true or false. That's all for the session. Thank you. Happy learning. We learning.